Scruffy Audio Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Literally Headlines.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Quite
Hi,
well.
Max.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you. Ew. Are you eating the Pop Rocks? Max decided to bring Pop Rocks. They're bubblegum flavored Pop Rocks.
Open your mouth a little bit.
They're done now.
No, they're
It's
not.
okay.
We
not.
hear them. We're not. Just kidding. I lied.
No sound. Absolutely no sound. Yeah.
I promise I heard them.
Max walked in. He's like, Audrey, look. I have Pop Rocks.
No, this is important. This is the words I used. I said, I
okay,
have
go.
a horrible idea, but I think you'll dig.
And I did.
You dug.
But also, like, I haven't had Pop Rocks in years.
Do you want some?
Years? No, I don't. I really don't.
Are you sure it would make good content?
No. No, wouldn't it?
Anyone?
No. Stop offering people Pop Rocks. Okay, I'm back again with Hannah. Say hi.
Hi.
And Max.
Hello.
And we're here with our friend Lizzie.
Hi.
Hi, Lizzie. How are
Howdy.
you? How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, are you
Happy
excited?
to be here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lizzie, can you tell us a fun fact about yourself?
I've eaten 3 Poke Bowls this week.
3?
Yeah, people just keep asking me to go to Pokeworks, and I don't say no. You don't say no to Pokeworks.
You have to say yeah.
Right.
Okay, wait, did you eat the entire bowl?
Absolutely.
I've never eaten an entire Poke Bowl.
Okay.
There's too much.
I've been doing it when I'm especially hungry. Actually, okay, the first Poke Bowl this week I did not complete.
Okay.
But I had one last night after practice, and student athlete gotta get your protein.
She's a lax bro.
I'm a lax bro. Okay,
Whispers.
I really, dang it, I've been exposed. And then, oh yeah, two of the times I went after the lacrossing. So
you're just hungry.
I was just really hungry.
Wow.
Also,
Wow.
should I do a different fun fact, or is that a good fun fact?
That's a good one if you wanted to share the one about your art too.
Okay. Is that too flexy though?
No, you can say it.
Okay.
Are you aware that we're recording?
Yeah. Crap. Okay. No, I have some pieces in the Tennessee Valley Fair art exhibition, which starts tomorrow.
So go and see Lizzie Bailey's art. Take a
Go
picture of it,
see my
or
art.
just look at it, or
neither. You don't have to.
You don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
No one's going to force you. So anything new happening to anybody? Hannah, I know you had a traumatic experience.
Actually, I'm
recently.
pretty traumatized. So when I came to the studio, I had to use the ladies' room, and I opened the door, and I crunched something beneath my foot, and I looked down, and it was a wasp, and I really felt like I was going to die, in that moment. It was really scary, but it was like half dead, and so
Were you
I had to
barefoot?
What?
Were you barefoot?
Yes. No, I was not. And then I had to finish it off so it wouldn't come for me and my family.
Well, when you kill a wasp, even if you don't die, you have to worry about what's going to happen to your soul. I mean, what if God
does
is a
that
wasp
mean?
and he wants
Well,
retribution?
am I going to get bad karma from this because I killed a living?
My sister had a teacher
I
that
feel like-
once told her that if a bee stings you, you should cry for the bee because the bee dies.
I feel
Not
like
because it
Definitely
hurts.
not.
I feel like wasps,
No.
wasps and
Invalid.
mosquitoes are like the 2 animals that are exempt from the protect all creatures mentality.
I think
They're
that's
useless.
a good call.
They're
Yeah.
useless. What do they do?
nothing.
They don't do
They
anything.
cause harm.
Well,
'Cause
you
at
know
least
what else
bees are
causes harm?
cute.
Oh, dude.
Tell me.
This is...
Human beings.
Oh, that's
So-
true.
Oh.
We're an invasive
Ooh.
species.
Right.
Kill them. Kill them all.
Where did we invade from?
we're doing it.
There was something
Dude.
going on. This is a very unofficial headline, but I remember hearing there's something about them trying to edit the genes of mosquitoes to cure diseases.
Yeah, because they have the Wolbachia bacteria. See, I know about this.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh.
I science.
This is what we need
I do
Hannah
the
for.
science. But they're trying to change their genes so they can't spread West Nile and stuff.
So everyone
Because
in
they
Florida is
can't-
going to become superhuman?
Yeah. No, but they can't figure out how to kill all of the mosquitoes.
No, Florida
Because they
doesn't
just
need
keep
anything.
making more of themselves. And
Yeah.
so they're like, well, if we can't kill them, join them. And so they're going to release these gene-edited mosquitoes to mate with the other ones.
We
So
can't
they
kill
can
them?
make diseaseless babies.
Dang.
Yep.
Well, Moving on from that topic, we're going to go into our first headline, which I got from Fox News.
Oh.
And it's actually about a man from Tennessee. So, did anybody hear about the new Popeye chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wait, is it the one that was like...
I never tried it. Did anybody try it?
I did not try it, because Popeyes is far away.
Yeah, I've never been to a Popeyes, honestly. But apparently, he's suing Popeyes because they ran out of chicken, and he had spent, like, all this time driving around looking for a Popeyes, and he says that he can't get happy because it consumes his thoughts, and like it's the only thing he can think. This is literally like what he said.
Oh my gosh.
He can't think about anything else.
Is this like what he said in court or what he said like on Twitter?
No, like this is what he said to the press. He's like, it's consuming my thoughts.
Is he in therapy?
He's like upset because he got scammed. He thought that someone like tricked him into buying a sandwich for $25 and it wasn't a Popeye chicken sandwich. And so he's super upset about that. And he also blew out his tire while he was driving and his friends made fun of him. So he's like really traumatized from that. So he's suing them for $5,000 for false advertising.
Him buying a chicken sandwich for $25 and finding out it wasn't Popeyes is like sounds like the equivalent to like Chad's trying to buy weed and getting oregano. You know,
I know,
like when you hear
sandwich.
about that, like I'm just wondering how he came across was someone dealing sandwiches?
Black market?
There was like a thing, like people were talking about.
Were there sandwich scalpers?
Yes, yeah.
Whoa.
That is crazy.
Sell cold Popeyes chicken sandwiches out on the street.
Gross.
It's because it became such a meme. And then everyone's like, I have to try the Popeye chicken sandwich.
Guys, I gotta try the Popeyes chicken sandwich with McDonald's Szechuan sauce for ultimate meme power.
Oh no. So we're not using the word meme for the rest of the time.
What about the word Szechuan?
With
What is
big
that?
chungus
Both of those are
Szechuan sauce.
on the blacklist. We're not doing that.
Max, we told you can't use those words in the podcast, but there's a list.
Anytime you
This
say
was not
meme or
told.
Szechuan, it's just like a censored bleep.
Szechuan.
With beef sauce.
Yeah, so I was wondering, is there any food, like fast food or just
any
regular
food?
food that you would be really upset if you thought you were going to get and then weren't able to get it? That you would like buy on the black market or sue somebody over? Nothing drugs.
I feel like
Nothing drugs. You
No
can't get
drugs.
fast food
No.
drugs.
Maybe this is a blaspheme these days, but I'm saying it. I would be very disappointed if I didn't get my Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
I just don't care for Chick-fil-A, and I feel like that's a crime here in
It
in
is a bit of a
Tennessee,
crime.
in
Yeah.
Yeehaw country.
Gets arrested.
You might want to not say that on the air.
Okay,
Cut it
I
out,
mean,
cut it out.
dangerous.
I'll
it
be
out,
real.
Paul.
Their grilled nuggies slap, but I think the fried chicken is dry.
Really?
Wow.
That's interesting. Like, you're wrong, but I mean,
Well, you're just an idiot.
So there's a hot take for y'all.
Okay. Anybody else? Food that they love?
I don't know, like fast food that I couldn't.
I
Live
don't know
without?
about fast food, but I really like
Yeah.
like I like falafels a lot, especially from the falafel
Yeah.
house. You know, Yaseem's,
Yes, Yasin.
Yaseem, whatever it's pronounced. I really if I couldn't have like a falafel sandwich,
That would make me really sad.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, that
anytime I pass
tandoor
it-
place, if they were like, no more Indian food, that would be a
Do
bummer.
you frequent Sitar? Because I was just
I
thinking
don't,
Sitar
actually.
is the place where if someone was like, yo, I got some Sitar. I'd be like, hey, I got some Sitar in the back of the car. I'd be like,
Yes.
My
I'd be like,
dad
oh.
is like,
Or
well, my
Pokeballs.
mom was better at cooking,
Pokeballs.
and so we like never go there. And I was like, okay, like he's better than Sitar is what he says.
I feel
Wow.
like I think I just got called white.
But I know a bunch of like Indians that like frequent Sitar, so I don't.
I mean, it's really tasty. Even if you could tell me it's like not real
sponsored.
authentic.
I don't know if it's real. I never go there.
Indian food, and I wouldn't care because it tastes so good.
Miss Hannah,
Yeah,
do you have an article for us?
I sure do. Let me pull this bad boy up. Do. It's about a pit bull, not Mr. Worldwide, the other kind.
Are you sure?
So-
Pitbull's kind of a part of every story.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
didn't
so
wanna
the
spoil it.
title is Loyal Pit Bull Fights Off Shark to Save His Owner's Life. And I need to remind you again that it's not the rapper, Mr. Worldwide, but Pitbull. It's actually the dog breed, the Pitbull.
Pitbull fighting a shark.
He punches.
His bald head.
Punches a shark.
He blinds it. The glare. Mr. Worldwide.
All right. So there's this fisherman, James White, and he was on his whatever kind of boat, and he was reeling in something, and it turned out to be a shark, and it somehow grabbed a hold of his leg, and his pit bull was like, hanging out on the boat being dog, and then it fights off this shark and saves his owner's life because the shark was trying to drag him into the water, and then the pit bull fought off the shark. So that's pretty good.
Interesting.
Good dog.
My dog would not
Very
do
good
that.
White. Yeah,
My dog
my
would try
dog
and
would
be
not do
friends
that.
with the shark. He's too friendly.
I think my dog would definitely attempt, but she is a very small creature. She's a delicate creature. She would be
She's
eaten
delicate.
by the shark.
Yes. So my question for y'all is, how would you escape a shark attacked?
Just like my dog, I'd make friends with the shark.
Yeah.
So I can't go to, when I go to the beach, I can't get in the water anymore because I'm afraid I'll get eaten by a shark.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you put your toes in?
No, I don't. I don't
You're
go in the
lying.
water at all. I'm
You're
not
lying.
No, ask Terry Jones. We'll call Terry Jones right now. I'm kidding. No. No, I don't go in the water. I'm too scared. And I don't know. If I were, in a shark attack, I probably would, be like, I would, not move. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're just supposed to,
you're supposed to be
sit there?
vertical.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
I
be
probably wouldn't
vertical.
do that.
Just
Because if a shark eats you, it doesn't think you're a human. Because
Yeah.
sharks don't like humans.
Yeah.
And so if you're vertical, you don't look like a seal or a fish. So it swims away.
Womp, womp,
I'm
womp,
very
womp.
There you go.
passionate about
shark safety.
but
I love
also
sharks.
shark endangerment.
Yes.
I feel very strongly sharks are really endangered
Yeah.
because of commercial fishing, and so the reason there's been a spike in shark attacks in the past few years is because commercial fishing has gotten so intense. Stop looking at me like that. That they're forced to swim in the shallows where they don't typically swim, and then they eat people.
And then they eat people. Yeah.
Do you know that song? It's
By Pitbull?
Shut up.
it's about the shallows.
Stop.
From
As soon
Star
as I
is
said that
Born.
word, I saw your face change. And for a second, I thought you might be interested in what I was saying. And then I was like, oh no, I know what she's doing.
She's gonna sing. No,
How
that
would
is interesting, Miss Lizzie.
I've got a pretty spice story about how I did escape a shark attack.
Whoa, he's just
Yeah.
sitting on this waiting.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be like, oh, that's a lie. Max, you're the crazy one. You're the funny guy.
Yeah, probably.
You're the
But
funny
no, this is
guy.
a true story. I was a small child. I was at the beach and
don't believe it.
off the coast of Florida. So this is a Florida man story about myself, really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And off the beach, there are these, in wild beaches where there's not a lot of people, there's these things that form called bait balls, where it's just a bunch of fish just going crazy. And that's how birds swoop down and get their food. And it's also something that I wasn't really thinking about at the time, how sharks get a lot of their food. But I saw a bunch of these bait balls forming, and I was out in the water, and I was like, that's so rad! So I swam out towards it, because who wouldn't want to be in that? And
Me,
I'm like,
I would not.
He's like, I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a fish.
Just add water.
I want to be in the bait ball, Mom.
Yeah. So I joined that. I have my fun.
Joined.
And I'm like, all right. I'm returning to humanity. And I turn back and I see my dad waving his arms. And I think, oh, Dad, you're trying to tell me to go out farther. Well, I'm not going to do that. So I swim back to shore. And when I get back, they're like, dude, there was a shark chasing you that whole time.
Oh my gosh.
That would be Max. He would get back and be like, hey guys. And everyone would be crying and in tears. He'd be like, what's up guys? And the shark is behind him.
No, but
The shark
way,
has his foot.
But
He's
the way,
like, what? Why are you looking at me weird?
the way he said it, of Max, there was a shark following you the whole time. And
Jerry
then
Seinfeld.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, the bow, bow, bow. And then he just shrugs at the camera. But
That would have. I bet that's how it went.
Yeah.
You looked at the camera.
Exactly
You looked at the
like that.
camera.
Well, that's
and you
my
shrugged.
response to most things in life.
Wow, wow, wow.
It's a
Okay,
good
never mind.
defense mechanism.
Lizzie,
oh,
do you have an article?
I guess I do.
Wow.
So the title of this article,
throwing her in.
and it's from Bloomberg, is "The Silicon Valley Heavyweights Who Want to Settle the Moon." And this really gets me tickled. The first line The first line of the article is, "The moon is all the rage these days."
Boy, howdy, does that make me giggle.
I just think it's funny.
Oh my gosh,
It's
I'm
like,
so tickled right now, guys.
No.
Oh, you are so silly.
I'll cry. I'll cry on this podcast. But I just think it's goofy how they're talking about it like it's like Fenty Beauty or like something. And they're like, the biggest trend lately, the moon,
Sparkling water.
the satellite that orbits
LaCroix.
Hydro Flask.
But yeah, so there's this foundation called the Open Lunar Foundation, and it is a nonprofit, but it's just a bunch of billionaires in California who are like throwing their money into this and funding this, and a bunch of like people from NASA who've left NASA who are working on this, and the main goal is to just create a peaceful settlement on Mr. Moon. And so yeah, I just think it's really goofy. And they're very much stressing that it's like they don't want it to be any one country or any one like corporation or billionaire.
That's
Totally, baby, USA, USA, USA.
Only America. I will not go with any other country on the moon. I
Yeah,
can't.
that's kind of terrible that it's not just Americans.
I don't
there.
understand why it's not.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like border control on the moon.
You can't. No, absolutely. You have to take a test to get citizenship to be on the moon. The moon citizenship test. Who is the first person to step on the moon?
Me.
Me. The first song. I know the first song played on the moon.
Tell me what it is.
"Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
That's
makes
a good
sense.
one.
I know.
makes
That's a
sense.
good
I was
one.
thinking the Star Spangled Banner, but like I guess you're un-American.
I was thinking Fortunate Son.
Thinks
Close.
he's so funny. Thinks he's so clever, sitting over there smirking. Look at him.
Mr. Funny. Mr. Laugh.
Mr. Funny escaping the shark. Wow.
Do I need to pose a question?
You have
No.
a good question.
I mean, would y'all settle the moon? Like, if that in the near future was a viable option to live on the moon,
No.
No,
tell me
absolutely.
why.
I wouldn't, 'cause-
Tell me why.
Delete that. I feel like I would miss, this is really cheesy, but like the blue skies. Because I mean, like there's a sunrise and a sunset, but she's just like black the
Yeah.
whole time.
Like our whole brains have, we spent all these years on the earth, so like we want to see all the nature stuff.
Yeah, I would miss like sunsets and
Yeah,
stuff.
nature.
But think about
Yeah.
like all the
gray.
all the
Look
at-
bouncing.
think of all the rock. I would
Lizzie just
visit the
wants to
moon,
bounce.
I just
maybe.
want to bounce, dude.
I
I,
just wanna
think it'd be
bounce,
so
man.
fun.
Go on like a vacation for a couple
Can we
weeks.
turn the moon
Right.
into
To the
one
moon.
giant jump jam?
Can the moon
Definitely,
be a tourist,
yes.
like a
See what
tourist
happens.
place? Can
It
we
will
turn it
be.
into a tourist place?
I'm
It
calling
turns
it in 100
into
years.
like a
It will be.
Gatlinburg
I bet.
energy.
No.
Oh,
God.
We all just like visible friends when you say Gatlinburg. No offense, Gatlinburg.
Nah.
Frankly, I'm offended.
You said it.
Hatfield and McCoy too on the moon.
If Hatfield and McCoy went to the moon, I wouldn't go to the moon. I would actually
That
like,
land is cursed now.
I'm trying
Just
to. I'm trying to
endless
think of
mini
the.
golf and dinner theater.
I'm trying to think of the moon
There's a
equivalent
bunch
to
of
the like
flapjacks.
Appalachian old country stores. Like all the Cracker Barrel and knockoff Cracker Barrels.
moon rocks.
Yeah.
Like they sell little
like-
bags of moon rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know where you can like mine
just
for
math.
crystals in that like water trough.
Absolutely.
It's just
they
you
would.
mine for moon rocks.
Yeah.
Dust.
Moon dust.
Take a bounce. Max, would you like to go into your article?
Yeah, sure.
It's like, I'm not ready.
I know. Really.
I'm never ready.
Womp womp.
I'm a little baby boy.
Stop
You should
walking.
play one of the.
Yeah, do one of the funnies, Audrey. We've been waiting for its grand reveal this whole
Okay.
time. I've made so many funny jokes.
No, you can't set it up like that. It has
I
to
know.
be. It has to come naturally.
Okay.
Paul got a new
Has to be organic.
recording board and he's very excited about it, and it has sound effects on it.
I need you to
Like
be in the
Sam
mindset,
from
Audrey,
iCarly.
because there's going to be a lot of funnies coming out.
Okay,
from
well,
this
go
podcast.
ahead. Just go ahead and say
Okay, here we go.
something.
This is about a study done in Switzerland because
I had to turn down.
Okay.
So
It's about a study done in Switzerland. Because, you know, this is just what
Mr.
those
Funny.
libs have time to do around there. They got a bunch of cheese, a bunch of new cheese.
oh, I forgot. you told
They
me
set up
this.
speakers that focus the sound on the cheese and just play a song 24/7 while they fermented the cheese. And they thought they'd see which music was best for the cheese. Any guesses, class?
I'd have to say trap metal.
I'd have to say just like
Surf
ska,
punk,
ska.
ambient.
It was hip-hop music.
Lo-fi hip hop beats.
Yeah. Well, no. hold on.
one
Who
chick
was
with
it?
the
I think it was
headphones
Heartless.
that's
Harsh noise music. Are
Oh,
you
no.
familiar?
Okay. It was a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Cheese would love that.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, what?
It was a Tribe Called Quest was what they were playing.
Oh,
They were playing We've Got Jazz by Tribe Called Quest.
Great
Wow.
group. But no, I
Lizzie
was
says,
thinking,
"Oh yeah, if I was cheese, I would love that."
right,
If I was cheese, and I am spiritually,
right. In all aspects except physical, I am a cheese.
Make a cheese sound.
Make it. Oh, how's that?
That was really good. That was so good.
That's the sound I make when I'm listening to Tribe Called Quest, my favorite cheese band.
Fermenting.
starting a new
Yeah.
genre
I wonder
called
how-
cheese rock.
I wonder what the results were for like harsh noise bands.
So I don't know if they really played that much of a variety of stuff, but the determining factor was that it was just so bassy.
Oh,
So-
wait. So it like there was actually some science behind it.
Yeah, because it wiggled the cheese, you know.
Oh my god.
You know how it is.
He said it wiggled the cheese. So Billie Eilish would really do a number on the
Yeah.
cheese.
did they play
Probably.
Bad
She
Guy
would-
by Billie Eilish?
I don't think so.
Can we request?
Yeah,
can
can
we
we?
go
I
with
hope
the
they just
cheese
set up.
playlist?
They need like a Twitch stream where
Let's
you can
just
just
call
request
Switzerland
songs
right
for
now.
the cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or we can just do it ourselves. I made cheese once for a 7th grade science experiment.
Ooh.
I feel like we can. It smelled so bad.
Was it good? Was it robust?
It was like a cream cheese, and it was extra credit.
Did you just leave milk sitting out and turn it in?
Yes. No. There was this whole process with like
With,
the
like,
bacteria
vinegar.
and like we took home samples of like the frick dog. What is it? Like cultures or something. Whatever.
Coltrane.
And stop. I'll cry. You think I won't? I will.
Turn it off.
And we like put it in the cheesecloth and let it hang up in our fridge. And I'm not sure if it was worth those extra points because it was kind of stinky and did not taste very good on crackers.
You're kind of stinky.
Yo, mama, stinky.
Whoa.
That was really
Wow,
uncalled
that's kind
for,
of
Matt.
This is
Offensive.
just
That was
another
really
of my great
offensive.
podcast ideas.
Speaking of stinking, let's talk about vaping.
Wait, no, Lizzie had a great lead into this
Stinky
story.
Town. We'll do that later.
Yeah, we can talk about it in a minute. Let's talk about vaping. Has been having some problems lately. If you didn't hear, there's been a couple of deaths that have been happening from that are related to like vaping. A lot of people are getting
Yikers. Can you
Oh
play
my
this funny sound effect?
No,
Somebody needs to get in
Not
control
the
of this
time.
sound.
Audrey said death, and you went yikers.
not the time. But there has been a lot
Press
of
the womp womp.
no. I'm not gonna press the womp womp.
Okay.
No. But there has been a lot of deaths as a result, and a lot of people are getting like harsh lung disease and having to be put on ventilators because of it. A lot of like young people that were relatively healthy, and the one story that I read from New York Times, it was mostly from I think the THC carts. If you don't know what those are, and for this one person, they bought it in Oregon, so they bought it legally. Which is like kind of the tricky thing because it wasn't bought illegally, so they're not understanding why people are having like so many problems or what toxins are causing all this lung disease. But vaping is like a big deal because we're all in high school and
We're all big vapors.
we're
We all
big
go to
vapors.
bathroom in the jewel room.
Yeah,
Petition to rename the show to like
It's
the
a-
Jane the Vapor podcast.
no, it's a big deal at most schools I think because
Yeah.
like a lot we joke about it, but a lot of kids are addicted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
like dead on like addicted. I mean, they can't go without it. I have some friends that'll come up to me and they're like, I need it. They're having like literal withdrawals.
Yeah, that's not good,
So
I have to say.
I did like a teensy bit of research into the vaping thing and the THC thing, and what me and my sister found, we did this together, was that
That's so cute.
I know, we're adorable. Is what. Oh, I thought you were gonna make fun of me. I saw you go for the button board, and I was like, "Oh, here come the tears." I'm gonna start crying. No, that was really tender. But no. So apparently, there is some. My knowledge is very minimal, but there's some component in the vitamin E oil.
Yeah, that's what I found too.
That is,
Yeah, that's
I guess,
what I
like
found
the
also because I'm smart.
is the carrier oil for,
Let her talk.
which I guess is like the carrier oil for the THC. And that is what's causing the problems, which I thought was really interesting because, like, vitamin E oil, like, I put it on my skin, it's never something I would have identified
That's
as
my
problematic.
essential oil. That's my only protection from polio.
It's just not what I would have identified as problematic in a situation where it's like weed and like metal contraptions
And like nicotine.
and nicotine, but
Yeah.
it's the vitamin E oil apparently is what's causing the harsh diseases. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure how reliable that is because all of this information is super new.
Yeah, it is, which is kind of the scary thing about it is that, yeah, it's probably better than smoking cigarettes and doing all that kind of stuff, but also nobody knows anything about the long-term effects yet.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's so new that everyone's like, oh, it's fine for you. But, like, they've only been out for, like, maybe 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have any long-term studies yet.
and I think, some people go through multiple of those, like, pods a day, which are equivalent. Do you
That's
know how
insane.
many
Like 2
equivalent-
packs or something?
Yeah, they're
Um,
like equivalent to 2 packs of cigarettes.
As
Is that
far as
right?
nicotine
Crazy.
goes,
Yeah.
that I feel like that language is used kind of dangerously when
Yeah.
you're equivalating. Is that the word?
Accumulating.
She said, absolutely not.
And when you're, I mean,
Drawing equivalencies between.
right, the words he said between cigarettes and vaping. Not to say I don't know anything about the dangers of like we said, it's so new. But when you see those anti-vaping commercials that are
Right.
like, it's just as dangerous as cigarettes. It contains, just as much stuff as cigarettes. When
Because
it's
the
like
nicotine doesn't really have anything to do with lung
the
damage.
nicotine is
No.
addictive, but it doesn't destroy your lungs like the chemicals in cigarettes do. Not to say there isn't something in like Juul pods that won't destroy your lungs.
They just don't know.
They just
Yeah.
don't know, but I think there's a dangerous.
They know about
rhetoric
cigarettes.
there.
I watched a video
Yeah.
a while back that basically was saying that cigarettes are bad for you because combustion happens in them, and then you get in all these harsh chemicals in the vaping and stuff that doesn't happen.
Yeah, when
So,
we bought our
yeah.
house, like, the previous owner had smoked a lot, and so there was, like, tar on all the wire shelving.
There's not like
which was
tar.
gross. And we had to, like, clean all of it. Mm-hmm. But, like, that would be in her lungs.
Yeah.
Also, So,
So, ew.
I don't know about that.
And also, I've like seen people who are addicted to cigarettes like pass up groceries for a week so that they can buy cigarettes. And like, so just generally, I've seen cigarettes do more harm, but also
They just don't know yet.
we
about
just
it.
don't
Yeah.
know. And then like, this is new stuff that's happening with like, I think it was like one kid that died from
From a-
juuling.
like a stroke.
Was he going crazy? Was he going ham on
Who
the?
knows? Because
Was he ripping the fattest?
going
clouds?
hog
Oh, I
wild?
shouldn't say that. He died. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I deserve that. I
You
deserve that.
it. You deserve the womp womp. Oh, okay, so juuling. Be careful, guys. Like,
It's not cool to jewel.
it's not cool to do.
If you jewel, you've got the uncool.
don't jewel in school. Okay. Moving on, we are doing
Jewel more like
another
drool.
serious topic. Okay, Lizzie. Okay, I'll give you another womp womp. Do you want that?
I can.
You can't handle it.
I'm invincible.
starts crying. Okay, we're gonna go on to another one. We're gonna talk about Hurricane Dorian. I don't know if you guys have heard about that or not.
Speaking of ripping fat clouds,
Oh my gosh, you said that earlier.
I know.
It's not original, but there is some interesting things with the whole hurricane. First of all, it's supposed to be really bad, so everyone be careful if you're in the threat zone for that.
They haven't heard about it.
I know, but I had a friend text me.
There's this crazy thing that's happening.
I have a friend in South Carolina. She texted me and she's like, everyone here thinks they're about to die.
That's funny. I actually I have
cool.
another friend in South Carolina, and I texted him. I said, "Bro, what's up with the hurricane?" He just said, "Bro, it ain't bad."
I think it's gone down to like a category 2 or something, right?
Yeah, it was a category 3.
I don't think the Americans have much to worry about.
I think we'll probably be okay. But there is something like a funny element to this, which I guess you guys hadn't heard about it. But so Trump,
I guess you wouldn't know.
said he was like, Alabama is gonna get hit. Alabama's gonna be really hurt by this hurricane, and
Super
everyone
close.
was like, "That's wrong. Like, you're wrong. That's not what the map shows." And he like puts out his own map. And draws with a Sharpie like a different line, like with a Sharpie a different pathway that hits Alabama.
That's so
and
on
everyone
So he's
is
a
telling
meteorologist
him,
now.
yeah, everyone's telling him no, like Alabama's going to be fine, and he's like, no, that's correct. He's like sticking with his map with the Sharpie drawn on. And my dad was telling me that they're calling it Sharpie Gate.
God,
I'm
it's
really
so on
glad.
brand.
It's
It's
so-
like so like he's like it's happened before, just with different things. I feel
know.
like
This was just so funny though, because it's like scientists are telling him, no, Alabama is fine, and he's like, no, the Sharpie, I drew it.
I wonder if the people in Alabama
Scientists say a lot
believe
of things
him.
about the weather that Trump
That would
won't
be
listen
so-
to.
if you're president, you control
Not
the
to get
weather.
too
I feel
spicy.
like people in Alabama would trust that
Yeah, I
map
wonder-
that he created.
Yeah, are the yeehaws in Alabama like, it's coming, the hurricane's coming, because they base it off of that.
And all the scientists are like, no, it's not. And they're like, no,
Oh
my
my
president
God.
said it's coming. He's my president, and I know.
need
I know
to
he's
see an
right.
investigation into just like what Republicans in Alabama are doing right now.
I wonder.
I'm just stocking up on hurricane stuff for no
They
reason.
have a bunch of like sandbags around their house.
Oh my gosh, like Alabamans like building like a storm shelter, like putting all like some moonshine,
Bought
some
some
whiskey in there.
beans.
Something
They all
you know.
go into their doomsday bunkers, and they don't come out because they don't know
They
that
don't
the
know.
hurricane's not coming.
They're like, the president
Here's how
said
Bernie
it.
can still win. We drive them all underground.
Everyone in Alabama thinks the world has ended, so they don't vote.
oh my god.
That's funny. Why is that funny?
No, it's pretty
serious.
goofy. I think it's
Also,
it's
yeah, the
serious.
name of the hurricane, Hannah was saying they've like run out of names because Hurricane Dorian.
Yeah, they're like
That's not
they've
good.
just
No.
had all of the names and now they're out. And so
The
they're
problem
like,
with Hurricane Dorian is that it's really killing the searchability of my new jazz punk band, Dorian Hurricane.
Gosh, we get
Hey,
it.
Wow, you're so
play
funny.
play it.
Which one? The Womp Womp?
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm not gonna play it because you told me to.
I'm not super familiar. That's fair. I feel like that's something I would do just out of defiance. I'm not super familiar with what's going on in the Bahamas with the hurricane. I haven't really kept up because
Oh,
I
I
thought it would
haven't
just make me
either.
I
sad,
heard
which
it
is such a
was
privileged thing to say.
Bad.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
I
not
got.
good.
There's
I've
like
seen
way more
videos.
news on American stuff than like the Bahamas.
Yeah,
Which is
super
so
on
dumb because we're
brand.
gonna be fine. Like
Yeah.
we're literally gonna be fine,
Not
and
Alabama.
the Bahamas is just right.
Not Alabama.
Just only the entire state of Alabama floods and nowhere
doesn't hit
else.
like Florida, anything next to Alabama, just Alabama.
Oh, but no, yeah, I saw some videos of the Bahamas like roofs floating and just
That's
really
crazy.
Yeah.
unfortunate stuff. And I was like, wow, I live in Tennessee and I'm not affected, so I'm gonna not think about this anymore because it's really sad. And that was kind of the end of that.
I'm not going to play sound effects. I thought about it,
Oh
but I
no,
thought that'd be
I
a
saw
bad
your
idea.
hand go. I was like, no.
I think a lot of people do that though. You're not the only one. Like,
Yeah.
if something's not affecting you, you feel no desire to look into it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something sad, which is something we should probably work on as a
Right.
society.
Accountability.
Looking into things that are not affecting us, but maybe affecting other people.
So the
I
hurricane is your fault?
So it's Lizzie's fault.
Right.
Can we call it Hurricane Lizzie?
Please. Hasn't there been one?
I don't know. Starts
I don't
crying.
know. Starts crying.
You better
Stop it, guys! It's not. I don't want it.
Audrey plays the womp womp sound, and I just
All right, guys. I think we have time for one more article. I know we had others planned, but Lizzie, would you like to do the last one since you're the guest here?
Oh, do I? I don't think mine's that interesting.
But you were literally cackling about this, like
I think
you,
it's funny,
before
but we
here,
acknowledge
you were
that.
laughing so hard at it.
Do it.
Do you think it's funny though?
We can make funnies about
I
it.
didn't
Yeah,
listen
I think
to
it's
it.
funny.
You were
So-
like, oh my god!
I think it's funny, and I will laugh.
Okay.
Yes.
So this isn't any. I see your hand close to the box. What you gonna do, Audrey?
No, just
what
read
sound
your
you gonna play?
article.
Okay, so this is from the Washington Post, and stop! You're gonna play a sound, and it says the headline is "A mysterious noxious odor is keeping people awake in Maryland town," and there we go.
wait. No, that's not the one I wanted. I don't know all this.
Do we have a laugh track one?
Yeah.
Try
there
the top
was one.
right.
There it is.
Ha ha ha. And I just think it's really. I'll leave. I just think it's really goofy because it's like this tiny town in Maryland which has a population of like 6,000, and there's this awful smell that's just taken over the whole town, and the whole town is up in arms because of the smell, and they don't know what it is, and like scientists are looking into it, and people can't sleep, and so it's like,
Like what kind of smell?
okay, let me.
I would like a description, please.
My shoes.
Oh, it's
smell
causing
really
them
bad.
to like gag
Cool.
and feel a burning feeling in the back of their throat. Wait,
Oh,
okay.
wait, hold on. Hold on, Lizzie.
This is new.
Not funny.
Uh,
I stopped laughing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any specifics in regards to like what type of odor it is. It says noxious, which is what
No
does
one
that
really
mean?
knows what that
Okay.
means.
You know what? That reminds me of there was a story that's kind of been resolved, I think. But it was a big deal for a while. There was an area in Canada, a couple towns, that just heard a mysterious hum all the time. Like, there's just a I don't
That's really strange.
I would hate that.
I think it was coming from
Yeah.
there was like a lake, and on the island there was something industrial
A
going on there.
professional
I don't
hummer
know.
that goes.
Yeah, a big old guy.
I think one time, a while back on the podcast, I talked about a story where people were hearing like children singing.
Oh,
That is
Rude.
that's a like
scary.
Kidnapping, like
Okay, but it
Thing.
wasn't that. It was
Oh.
like from the house next door. They were like playing something,
oh.
and I kept hearing like children singing.
Well, that's not creepy. That's just you hear your neighbors.
No, it was weird though. I think it was like really weird, or it was like the like intruder alarm for the house next door.
Oh,
Whoa.
that would do it.
That's smart.
I would
Yeah.
get out of there.
I'd say yeet.
Oh, okay.
I'd say
Give yourself a womp womp.
no.
for
I will
that.
never give myself a womp womp. I'll give you a womp womp.
Can I give you a womp womp?
No.
But no, I just thought it was goofy because even though it's probably like at the end of the day, this article is about like probably air quality and like a serious issue.
Serious.
I'm just like, haha,
In the end, this
smelly
article
town.
is probably about how the government is trying to give this town cancer for research purposes.
They're turning them gay. That's what they're doing.
And the chemicals
That's what
in
the
the
smell
water.
is. They're
Turning
turning the
gay.
frogs gay.
Hey, you know who's a frog?
Lizzie.
Okay.
Okay, this is the last thing we're going to end with because I'm so upset because the other night I'm just trying to enjoy myself. It's the night after school's over. I'm just chilling, having a good evening, and I get all these texts from Lizzie, and they're just frog memes, like 40 of them. She's sending to me over and over again, and like it won't stop. I can't
It
even have
won't
time to
stop.
respond. Don't play the frog. Max is playing the frog.
Listen, you can always put me on Do Not Disturb. You
You
can
kept
always
sending
turn your
them,
phone off.
and so then
Audrey, I don't
said,
understand how you are attempting to have a good time without frog memes.
Thank you, Max. And they were funny too. They
I
were
didn't read a
goofy.
single one of them. Just
They
so you
would-
know.
Wow,
Like
sounds
one-
like you're a bad friend.
Like one of them was like, you know, the like dating app profile or like all the things you have to fill out on a dating app, and it's like it says I am a man, woman, frog, and the frog is filled in, and it says looking for a man, woman, eat bugs. And I stuff like that. Like it was good stuff.
In retaliation, I made a post on my Instagram and it said public service announcement. Lizzie Bailey is a frog.
and I started receiving text messages that contained ribbit.
Ribbit.
That was the only
I also
one.
wait. I also said I was going to tell everybody that when you got touched by water, you turn into a frog like H2O. You're like clear.
I wouldn't be mad. Frogs are cool. They can jump. Can you jump?
They can do ribbits.
Wow.
What are you trying to do, Audrey?
Why?
Wait, there's a cricket sound. There it is.
It's my first time here.
That
Have you
sounds
ever
like a
been? Have
squeaky
you ever been
swing.
this mean
We're
to someone
playing
on
this
your
out
podcast?
with a soundscape.
Hello.
Hey, hold on, Allie. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know if you would be able to hear me or not.
Who are you with?
I'm with Hannah, my friend Max, and then Lizzie's here.
Hi,
Howdy.
Hannah, Max and Lizzie.
Hello.
Hey.
She's kind of
The
quiet.
phone is little quiet.
Hold on, Allie. I'm gonna turn you up here too. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
My name's Allie.
Wait, so Lizzie texted me and she was like, hey, do you want to call into the podcast? So,
Why didn't you make me sound like that? It was just a text.
that's how you be sounding.
Allie, I'm gonna ask you a question. Don't laugh too much. I'm gonna tell you about an article.
Don't get too silly.
Allie, there's a guy that's suing Popeyes because
Why?
he couldn't get a chicken Sammy. He traveled all over Tennessee looking for a chicken Sammy, and he even got scammed by a guy.
Well, the real crime is he was bullied by his
I know.
buddies.
He got
Oh, dear.
scammed out of
Oh,
$25. He paid $25 for what he thought was a chicken Sammy.
It was not a chicken Sammy.
Why would you pay $25 for a Popeyes chicken Sammy?
Now wait, Allie, listen to me. Would you pay $25 if all Chick-fil-A chicken nuggies were gone? Would you pay $25 for a chicken nuggie?
Oh my god.
A
Just
chicken
one?
nugget?
Just listen.
Like they were
Yes.
all gone at all Chick-fil-A locations.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have enough of chicken nuggets? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Just one? Just like a singular nugget?
No, maybe
No,
like
an order.
okay. Let's do a 4 count or 8 count. 8 count chicken
8
nuggie.
count. Yeah, I'd pay for like the last 8 count on the face of the earth. Yeah, I'd pay a good $25 for that.
Nice. Is there any other? I was asking them. Is there any other food?
I'd pay $25 for a nug, but I'm not talking about Chick-fil-A.
Ha ha.
My mom thinks it's funny when I joke about drugs. She thinks it's really funny.
Okay.
Wow.
Allie, are you still there?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, is there any other like food or fast food item that you'd pay $25 for if it was like the last
No.
thing?
No.
Oh.
Only chicken nuggets.
Oh my god.
Only chicken nuggets.
No.
Only chicken nuggets for Ali.
Oh my god.
Allie, this is going in
scared.
the podcast.
Mom, come get me. I'm
It
scared.
is?
yes, Allie.
Wait, are you guys recording right now?
Yes.
Oh, hey, what's up? Go listen to Literally Headlines. Those
They
are my
are
favorites.
This
listening
is
to it.
literally headlines.
Hey, guys.
All right, Allie. Allie, do you have anything to share with us about your life? I don't know if you've heard any good news stories lately.
Any good news stories?
Yeah, just anything to share.
No, I haven't. But like, if I don't know, no, I definitely
Because
haven't.
this was your
but
audition to be
sometimes-
on the podcast, and
This is
you're
my audition right now.
you're doing bad.
Okay, well, no one told me that I had to research funny and interesting and quirky news stories to be on, this podcast.
Wow.
So,
You should do the womp womp.
Let me bounce something off of you, Allie.
all right. Okay.
So there's a smelly town in Maryland. There's a town of about 6,000 people that's just being stinked up right now. And there's a mysterious smell and it's keeping everyone in the town awake. And I want
What?
to know what you think the smell might be.
You, because you're stinky.
Allie, what about my shoes?
God, your shoes are awful.
What about Audrey's car?
Hold on. I'm not kidding. My shoes smell so bad.
Like your band
Oh.
shoes or like just
yeah,
regular
no, my
shoes?
white Converse. Can you, describe it, Allie? Because you've worn
Wretched.
them. I know it's like old cheese. I feel like that's the
Ew.
smell.
No, it definitely it's
Cheese?
Like, yeah,
Cheese?
it's super
Cheese?
cheesy.
What kind of
Cheese?
music do you think your cheese would like?
Oh wait, Audrey, I did actually hear like this wacky news story. So, someplace down in Mexico, all of the morticians were like completely filled up for some reason, and so they put all these bodies in a refrigerated like 18-wheeler.
Oh
and
my
they just,
god,
like,
that's quirky.
they like they like drove it off to this abandoned location, but then the freezer, like the refrigeration system in this like 18-wheeler stopped working
Oh, no.
basically.
Oh.
So the smell of the bodies just like stunk up the whole town, and the residents were literally dying.
Oh.
Smelly Town 2.
Yeah.
The return of
It's in
smell.
Mexico. the return
Ew.
of the stink.
Okay, Allie, that was gross.
Okay, well, it was an interesting story. I just felt like I should contribute.
All right, Allie.
appreciate it.
Thanks for letting us call you, girly.
Love you,
Girly.
Allie.
This is supported by viewers like you.
Jane the
Don't call
Virgin
me
fans
girly.
like
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Allie.
Bye. Bye.
She said, "Oh." Okay, guys. Thank you so much for listening. That was another episode of Literally Headlines. Thank you
Thank you,
guys
Jane
for
the
being
Virgin
on.
fans.
Lizzie,
Thanks for
stop
coming.
laughing. It's not funny.
Whether you're a Janer or a vapor, I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Sorry if you like to
Whether
vape.
you're
We
a
kind of
virgin
roasted
or a
you.
vapor.
I thought we were going to start a Jane the Virgin podcast.
It's not too late.